Anyhow, let's move along here. I want to get to the part about relationships because I know that you were saying, Rhonda, you're kind of more into talking about marriage and so on, right? So, with relationships, and I remember that Nora, we talked about a little bit about your family dynamic last time as well, too, right?
Yeah.
So after you left from here and we had that discussion, did your views kind of change at all about your parents, or your approach to it about maybe talking to one of your parents and kind of letting them know what you like and don't like, type of thing?
Yeah, a little bit, and that's for sure my mom, because my dad is a little bit.
And did you talk to her, or?
No, I didn't, but it's more open now. If I'm upset about something,
They'll listen to you, type of thing.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, so nowadays, when it comes to the numbers, I don't have the exact numbers, but I remember I was reading something where they said that people are just not getting married anymore. People are not getting married.
I just had a friend remarry. She lost her husband 3 years ago, and she's in her late 50s. And remarried recently.
Okay.
Yeah,
and so I Googled, just out of curiosity, is it better to be common law or married? Is there an advantage for a woman to be common law or married? And there is more advantages to being married.
There is, yeah.
Especially, I guess, maybe in later years, because you can have access without any problem to his RSPs and all that.
But unfortunately, the new generation is avoiding it. They're living together.
Yeah.
They might even have a child together, but they're not getting married as much anymore. It's not...
Why? Why do you think?
I think that when it comes to certain cultures, they are, right? It's just a part of your upbringing. But it's just that people don't really have faith. Their faith base is kind of gone, because marriage is like a union with God, right? Marriage is not, you have to have some kind of religious belief or view to want to get married.
I don't believe that.
I'll tell you why. Because you have to have a priest or a rabbi or an imam or someone present to make that union. It's not going to be SpongeBob SquarePants standing there and saying, I declare you husband and wife, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a priest of some sort.
Well, I'm going to challenge that because I had Superman. It was a guy dressed up. That was my ordained minister.
But he was a minister.
Yeah. But that's just because I legally had to have that happen.
My whole point here is you have to have some kind of faith base in order for yourself to get married. You cannot get married if you don't believe in God.
Here, I don't know. It's not that I never believed
your parents.
Even then, but I'm saying, but you're still
lead your life.
But you're still submitting to that belief, right? That thought process is this. For me to be married, I need a man of God to create this union. Otherwise, I'm not married, right? So I feel that that's number one. A lot of people in the new generation have lost their faith. They're confused. They don't even know what to believe in anymore, right? That's one. Second thing, I think that a lot of people are afraid. They don't trust that this relationship's going to last forever. They don't have that faith in that relationship.
Well, see, that's where I feel like not necessarily, I am spiritual, but I didn't necessarily have a relationship or believe in God. But I got married because my grandparents were married almost 60 years before they one died and whatever, went into a nursing home. My parents were married almost 35 years before my mom died. There's never been a divorce in my family, but I find our family marries our best friends, so it's a really great union. So I watched a great relationship, so I wanted that, but I never necessarily had a relationship with God or was religious.
No, but you grew up seeing.
You're just participating in the ceremony of being married then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the definition of being married is the whole ceremony and the celebration comes from these stories or these books, or you know what I mean?
Exactly, they're passed down, right?
Yeah. I'm saying you grew up seeing traditional relationships,
correct,
right? With your parents and your grandparents,
correct,
right? Whereas now, I find the newer generation, a lot of the homes are broken, right? There's divorce, or the child was born outside of wedlock, right? The parents were never married. So that part is no longer there. So for them,
it's normalized.
Yeah. So if you're with someone, before, in the past, like the Catholic Church, for example, if you get a divorce, you're kicked out of the Catholic Church. You guys know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, but now they accept it. But before, if you were divorced, it was a stain on your family, and you're no longer allowed to come to church. You were banned. Because divorce is not allowed in Catholicism. So now it's okay. Now if you're gay, come to our church. It doesn't matter.
There's a lot more freedom now.
Yeah.
And less stigma if you're not married.
Yeah, so they've kind of it's become man-made rules in some of these religions where they just kind of alter them as they go along to make themselves feel better about it, right? I still truly believe in the sanctity of marriage. I think that marriage is like, it's a trust, it's a vow, right, that you make, that you're gonna look after each other and so on. It's not just a bunch of words, it's actions, right? When you say it through, through sickness and health and so on, it's not just words, you have to show that. Love is not, oh, I love you. Like I'm sure you girls hear that from guys all the time, right? Oh, I love you. That's anyone can say that, right? But love is an action. It's a verb. It's not just a word, a description. It's actually acting out, right? And with marriage nowadays, with the divorce rate being like above, I think it's like above 50 or, Chris, can you look that up? I think it's above 50%. So, half of the people getting married getting divorced within a short period of time. They're just not willing to put the effort in. They're not willing to fight for it. They're not willing to find a way to get through whatever it is. And they can if they were to. No, they give up. Because they know some other guy, they've already got 2-3 guys on the go who are just friends. I'm not saying all girls, but a lot of girls do, even after marriage. He's just a friend. No, he's not a friend. He's a fall guy. He's waiting for you to have some problems, and he's going to catch you and be there to comfort you. That's what happens, right? So what are your thoughts on marriage? I want to hear you guys' thoughts on marriage. Like, do you feel that if you were to be in a committed relationship, that you feel that, you would want to get married to the guy, or do you feel it doesn't make a difference? You got the numbers there?
It's 34.
In Canada?
In Canada, 2024.
Wow. That's gone down.
Yeah.
Maybe because so many people aren't getting married anymore.
And also a lot of them not getting divorced as well too. It's very costly, so they're staying in a relationship. So, Rhonda, what are your thoughts on like marriage?
A lot of people did get married during COVID, and a lot of babies happened.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a given. That's a given. So what are your thoughts on marriage? Like, what are your thoughts? Do you think that marriage is important?
I'm the worst person to ask.
That's good. That's why I'm asking.
Because I have problems.
We all do. But please tell.
I don't like being with someone for so long. And you know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean by so long? What do you mean by so long?
Yeah, I get bored.
You get
For
bored.
a month?
Yeah.
My
6
life.
months?
No.
A couple of years?
Like, I'm talking, you're asking about marriage, I'm answering about marriage. I do not like being
Stuck with
with
like this-
someone for, like, the idea of me, like that I'm married to that person. I can't do it.
Why though?
And that's why I pick every excuse out there. I'm like, yeah, the world is effed up. I'm not getting married. Like,
No,
oh,
I
yeah.
wanna ask you
Reality,
why-
I can't do that.
Why do you, what's the problem of being just with that one, committed to life for that one person? Do you want to be able to like get rid of them and get someone else, or you get bored of them? What's
No,
what's
it's
behind
not that I get. No, I'm not that kind of person. It's not like, oh, I just want to get rid of you and like start with someone new, or like somebody's better than you.
Okay.
I'm switching you for someone. No, not like that. It's just like I just like my own space, and I have like my own things that I really like. And there's a lot of them. I'm pretty sure Noor can relate. Like there's a lot of things that I do, and I have like I'm into so many things and crazy things. I don't think anybody can keep up with that.
No, but are you
And
saying
it's
that-
like-
No.
No.
You haven't met somebody there.
Yeah,
You can.
that's what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
feel strongly about this. You can have the person that will allow you to have that space, that will allow you to have those hobbies. It's that type of man that you need or would like in your life.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but-
make it
Unless
better.
the stuff that you're talking about would go against the Constitution of marriage.
That's another
Right,
topic.
unless
yeah.
you're like, oh, I like to go with my girls and get drunk every Friday and then go to a strip club, that kind of stuff, right? Then that's different. But if you're talking about having your own space, I agree with what Lola's saying.
Yeah.
You just
A
have
lot of space. Like
It
you
doesn't
guys,
matter.
it's crazy.
You met the
I'm
wrong-
telling you,
No, you
it's
don't-
crazy.
I'm going to give you a little
It's
count.
like I'm like that. Listen to me. I know myself. I've thought about it a lot.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, no, you're still very young. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like this might sound like a little like selfish or like.
No,
It's
no.
okay. You're a woman. You're allowed to be
It's just
selfish.
like as much I would be in a relationship and I love the guy like crazy, and
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship for like 4 years or 5 years. You know what
No,
I
you,
mean?
you haven't been like many 4 or 5 year relationships. You're 26.
Yeah.
So you start dating at 12. So maybe if you have a 5 year, you've had 1 5 year. You've haven't had 2. That's it. Bring you down to like you being 16.
No, but like if you're like, let's say you're in a relationship with someone for like 3 years, but like 24/7 consistent 3 years.
Okay.
That's a lot of time. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you could be in a relationship with somebody for like 10 years, but like if you if you were to like put all the time that you guys were actually together and physically and all of that, but like, you know, and you know what I mean? It's not much.